the Going Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
It's the Going Way Back Show with Money B. Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. And as always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host and super producer, Ty Teasy in the building. What it do?
What it do, honey boo?
And you know how we started? This week's sponsors, of course, dumerch.com and 9tshiphop.com, where you can get your officially licensed digital underground and classic hip hop artists merchandise. And right now at DU Merch, we got a new line that we're introducing. It's called the Legendary Collection. Now we're gonna have new collections throughout the year, and they're limited. So when they come out, they're only gonna be available for like a few months, and then we're gonna move on to the next line of collection. So when you see it, get it, all right? Like this joint I'm wearing right now, you know, it's the Digital Underground Legendary Collection, you know, classic moments in digital underground history. So make sure you go get on over to dmerch.com and pick that up. Secondly, there's a sister in the White House, and yes, she happens to be from Oakland, California. We're talking about Vice President Kamala Harris. And to celebrate the inauguration, we have the Oakland, USA VP Edition hoodies and sweatshirts, and you can get them exclusively at dopeonly.com. Lastly, you're looking for some chiropractic work, you know, you need to get your thing stretched out. You got to visit my friend, Dr. Nimesh Ladhalawa at Fairway Plaza, and that's 19716 Kalima Road in Rolling Heights, California. That's if you're in Southern California. Check my guy out. You know what I'm saying? Tell him Money B sent you. You won't get a discount, but you'll make him smile. And that's what it do. So without further ado, man, I want to bring my guest on the show. He is a West Coast legend, founding member of Death Row Records, one half of the super group, the Dog Pound. And I'm gonna bring him on to talk about all the new amazing projects that he has going on right now. Please help me welcome the homie Daz Dillinger in the building.
Hey,
Daz Dillinger. What it do?
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
normally
buddy?
we had the claps and the gunshots going, but you know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
They went home
first
a
show of
little
the
bit late.
year.
I was like,
Yeah, I was gonna let her hit you with that one. But you know what, Daz, you know, I brought you on. I just wanted to bring you in to let you be a part of this conversation, because what we always start to show off is with a little old school new news from Ty Teasy. And some of this news pertains specifically to you. I want to get your opinion. So Ty Teasy, you want to share with us?
Sure. You want okay. All right, so we all know that 45 is out the door. So before he left, he gave some pardons, and some of those people were for Lil Wayne. He pardoned Lil Wayne, who pled guilty for gun charges, and he also had some drugs on him. He was facing up to 10 years. He pardoned Michael Harry O. Harris, who is the co-founder of Death Row. He spent 32 years in prison, and since he's been in prison, he became an activist for prison reform. He also gave a full pardon to Rock Nation's CEO Desiree Perez back in 1994. The music executive and Jay-Z right-hand woman was arrested on drug, firearm, and grand larceny charges. So, uh, 45, helped the hip hop nation up. Um, I'm sorry, I'm talking like this. Cannot stand hearing myself in my headphones. Okay, so um, did you guys want to discuss that?
Yeah, let's get right to that, man. So
I'm
Daz,
sorry.
I just gotta holler at you, man. What are your thoughts on that? This is two parts. One, what are your thoughts on that? And then, did you know about the Harry O shit? Like, was
yeah,
that the
I know
setup?
about the
Like,
burial situation. Yeah,
so how does that happen? Like, what goes in? Because if you knew about it, you knew leading up to it. What do you do to get Trump to pardon your people like that?
Shit, Trump must have bought a sack back in the days before he was president. Something like that. He part of the streets whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So he pardoned all the homies. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Just don't get caught doing the same thing to get yourself back in the same position.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking. I wish I knew him like in 2003. I needed some help, right?
Yeah.
But no, but for real though, like, does that, in your opinion, does that affect like somebody like Kodak Black? Like, I don't know what his association is with Trump or whatnot, but does that make you look at cats different? Like,
I heard you got to pay for a pardon too.
So he was just taking collections like that.
Yeah, pardon just ain't free. You know what I'm saying?
I know, that's what I'm saying. There had to be something.
I mean, you got to pay that ticket. Chip into the next election fund
or something like that. So let's talk about Harry O. What does that mean to you, and does that have any significance of for LA or the music scene or anything like that? Him getting out, what does that mean?
I mean, him getting out is just a good thing for him. You know what I'm saying? But as far as everything else kept clicking and ticking. You know what I'm saying? So just depends on what he get out and what he do. Because everything is already set. Ain't much that he can do. You know what I'm saying? So history is already made.
Yeah, so he just getting out and moving on. Because when Death Row, or at least when you first got involved, which I know was from the start, what was his involvement at the time? I know he was like the co-founder, but
I really didn't know what was going on with him. I didn't really know what was going on with him and Suge and their business. We used to hear about it. It was another person and clear the phones and shit like that. But my homeboy Beefy Loke was signed to Harry O's, so he really know all the inside, and it was some gangster shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a good thing for the home.
By the time you got there, he was already locked up then.
Yeah, maybe he can get some of that money he buried or something. You know what I mean? That's out there.
Yeah, I kind of want to get into that history a little bit, but I do want to talk about, what you got going on new first. So tell me about the new album, the book, all that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm Daz Dillinger. Got a new book called DPG for Life. It's on my website. I'm publishing my own books, you know what I'm saying, as far as me selling it and marketing it and, making my own publishing company instead of me going to the, pink folks and getting the deal and they taking half my shit and owning it for the next 35 years. And I wrote another book that I just published right here.
What's that one called?
It's called The Speezot.
The Speezot. What's it about?
It's a comedy. It's about me being security named Concrete. I got Snoop Dogg. I got the Lady of Rage in this movie. You can check out the trailer right now on YouTube. You put in The Speezot and you can see the movie that I created with me and Dada.
So you got the book and the movie already in the works?
I mean, yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking it back to the old school. Book always came first before the movie.
Yeah, the book always got to come before the movie. But your book, Dog Pound for Life, is that an autobiography? Is that the life's tale?
No,
what?
It's a script.
Okay.
Instead of me begging somebody, can you give me some money for a movie? I'm like, well, let me turn my script into a book first and let you read my movie instead of me begging somebody to shoot my movie and everybody coming out with their own story. And we're not coming out with ours because everybody's player hating us, coming out with ours to come out with the tale that they made up. You know what I'm saying? So I took all the pictures that we ever took in our life and made a story out of it, put it in the book, glossy. It looked real good, you know what I'm saying? And I've been serving like 4,300 books since January 1st. I sold 4,300 books at $100.
And I was about to say, what's the price point of that book? You said $100?
$100 a pop.
That's amazing.
I sold 4,300 books since January 1st.
Wow.
You do the math, because I was getting high when I was dreaming, sitting in my chair, dazing off and shit like this. Had a dream that I was in my Bentley, and Nipsey
Mhm.
Hussle stuck his head into my car window. Like,
Right.
what's up, nigga? I'm like, nigga, what's up, nigga? He's like, yeah, nigga. If I could sell my CD for 100, nigga, you could sell that book for 100, nigga. I'm out, nigga, and bounced out, nigga. And I woke up out the dream, you know what I'm saying? And then I started putting it together, and it just stuck with me, and that's what I stuck with, you know what I'm saying? And right now I'm at 4,300. I just ordered another 500. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I'm doing better than the rap game. Selling some
Oh
CD.
man, you killing them.
Yeah.
How 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 many pages is in the book,
240 pages. This book right
and how
here is
many?
102 pages.
Okay. Now is the
So
mission, like you said, it's your script. So are
yeah.
you going to go into production for the movie for Dog Pound for Life right after, or what? Like,
Nope, I'm just gonna keep writing because I got 30 years worth of 30 years worth of stories. That's only volume 1.
mhm.
That's just an introduction of everybody that was on death row. From me, Snoop, Kurupt, Rage, RBX, Tupac, Dr. Dre. That's just an introduction, and then it gets to the real shit, volume 2. So I'm gonna keep going until I get 30 volumes. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Each year gonna be a book, and coming out with it, and it's just a series that never ends because we ain't dead. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you keep it going. I mean, shit, if you could sell uh 5,000 books every 3 months for $100.
I already got the math already down pat. If I sell 208 books a month, that's $25,000 a month. And
God
I do
damn.
that easy. From people from overseas, Italy, all over. I ship everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So
And
if I sell 208 books a month times
yeah.
12, that's 250,000.
And are you actually shipping them from
I'm
in-house too?
shipping
Or
them
you
personally. I'm shipping them personally. As soon as I get the order in, I go into my warehouse because I got a warehouse and everything out here in Atlanta. I'm sitting on about 17 acres. You know what I'm saying?
okay?
So I just go out and build me shit every day. I just built a brand new gym. I built a brand new deck. I'm building a hotel, my own hotel. You know what I'm saying? My own little
On the property?
cottage. Yeah, I got some property that's commercial. That's 5 minutes from the airport.
Okay.
I'm here in Atlanta, so I'm building me a resort. And I just cater to like the stewardess and air people and stuff like this. It's gonna be one big old house, and then I got 3 cottages in the back. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
like or you can rent the whole compound. You know what I mean? So it's just about taking the money that we made from music
Right.
and investing it. You know what I'm saying? And with the quarantine, you got more time to think, to know what you're doing with your money instead of fucking it
Nah,
off.
for real. Nah, and that's what I've always loved about your hustle. Like even going way back,
Yeah.
what was it with Kurupt and Young Gotti, 2001, right?
Yeah.
And that was kind of like that was down there like that was around the time when I first moved to Southern California, like permanently, and
Yeah.
that was like the soundtrack to my move. Every time I got up,
Oh yeah,
let's
man.
pop that CD in and bang it. But even if I'm not familiar, you did like 900,000 or something like that, or 600,000 independently
Yeah.
with that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I say what
Like independent.
independently, and people have to understand independent. So you getting that
I
good
was getting $10.
$7,
I was
$6.
getting $10 a unit.
He was getting 10 on that one.
I was getting 10 on that. I was going through Southwest Wholesale Distribution in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
And he was paying for the
Southwest was the
record,
shit back
pressing it
then.
up and giving me $10 while he pressing it up. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I love this rap game. Just gotta know what to
Nah,
do.
that shit was moving. And so what's up with the new album with you and Capone? Is that independent?
Yeah, it's going through Ghazi. Yeah, hooked up with Capone
Empire's
and
distribution.
Noriega. Yeah, the distribution part, not the album part, the independent part. You know what I'm saying? I still
Yeah.
got the first deal Ghazi gave me. I ain't got the new deals.
Oh, you ain't got that?
I don't want the new deal. I'll stick with the old deal. It's more profitable.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
shit.
he ain't giving everybody that new deal anyway.
Yeah, but shit, my deal is the most sweetest deal. I got a 95.5 deal with God.
Is that right?
Yeah, because I hooked Ghazi up, he was in the Bay Area, and then I started taking him to LA, and I started hooking him up with like all the homies that needed, deals.
Right.
And then I brought Nemo to the table too. Nemo was from Germany. So I hooked Nemo up with Ghazi, called Ghazi, said, I got my homeboy Nemo, he good at what he do. And that's
Yeah.
I know, you see where Nemo at right now, thanks to Dad's Dilly, you know what I'm saying? And I took Ghazi to Atlanta. And that's when he hooked up with DJ Funky and the Coalition DJ. And then the rest is history with T.I. and all these people that he's signing from the East Coast. It just took off from there since 2011. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ghazi, you know what I'm saying? It's good to
Word
have
up.
some
Yes,
good friends that's billionaires in this rap game.
shout
From the
out to
street.
Ghazi. And then even going down to the new album with you and Capone, you got Mr.
Yeah,
Fab featured on there, right?
most definitely. You know what I'm saying? We got Conway on the album. We got MOP, DPG, C.N.N. You know what I'm saying? And
Nori, that
our
that
whole thing. Nori, you got the whole Queensbridge on there. Man, it's going down, you know what I'm saying? And we got that with DJ Merc Beats.
yeah, you got Nas on it.
We working on that one right now.
Mm-hmm.
But Capone got everybody on there from Styles P, Currency. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole feature on there, you know what I'm saying? And homies from the West, you know what I'm saying? And, just mingling it up. And then me and Kurupt working on the Dog Food 2 album.
Right. Okay.
At the same time when I dropped that, and that's on another label called Rival. So I'm just trying to sign them all the distribution channels I can. You know what I'm saying? Because it's independent. All you gotta do is make up a new company and you got a new deal. But it's all
And
in
so
one bank.
doing everything separately, independent with different labels and just seeing, different
just
bags from everywhere else.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm assigned to every person that got a platform and get that check and just keep putting music out, because I'm not signing nobody. And then
And you got the studio at the crib, right? So you ain't got to leave the house to
oh yeah, that's what we
down.
at right now. You see, I got y'all posters and everything in my other room. I got like 4 studios in my compound. So I got the West Coast. I got all y'all digital underground. I got both of y'all album covers in there. I got the album with me and Tupac that I put together. Underground,
Okay.
Machiavellian Dillinger. Strictly.
I ain't never heard that one.
You never heard that album?
Nah, you gotta send it to some.
It's on YouTube right now. You can go check it out. It's been out since 1998.
And it's called Machiavellian
Dillinger.
And that's just from the unreleased tapes. Right?
That was all the unreleased they was trying to steal from me. See, they was trying to steal all my songs, so I had to come out with the songs first to let the people know that I put this shit together. Because they would have just stole the shit, sold the publishing, and made new music and fucked you out of everything. So that's why back in the days, they had them bootleggers where you go to the master to do to sell the master, and he just do what he do. Give me one chunk lump sum, and you gonna do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I sold all of it back to his mom because she sued me for like $1 million to get my attention. So me and her made a deal, and I get paid off of them songs.
And just put it back in her hands. Now, staying on that subject, a while back, it was said, and it is crazy enough. And you tell me if this is true, because I had Kurupt on our show years ago. This is probably maybe 2014. And he was telling me this story about how y'all went to go get the tapes, and y'all was in the building and it was sneaking through and all of this stuff. How much of that is true? Because you just mentioned like they was stealing from you, but Kurupt was making it sound like y'all pulled the heist and went and got shit back from them.
We always was pulling heist on, because they would always try to take the reels. So we would always switch the reels by giving them blanks, because they would always try to say, here goes some money and da-da-da, but we would switch the reels and give them blanks because they didn't know what was going on. Suge Knight was in jail. He ain't never been in there putting tape reels on machines and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it was
I
going to be
mean,
over one day. So I got all my reels in the house, you know what I'm saying? The 2 inches, you know, them $150 reels, you know,
yeah,
back in the days, you
big
know,
ones.
put 3-4 songs on there the most, you know, Sympathy and all that other shit, you know. But we had a lot of fun stealing our own music.
I was about to say, so at what point, at what
At
point
the
during
end,
the
at the end,
relationship?
at the end when Suge Knight went to jail, that's where we had to, you know, get more gangster with it because of Reggie Wright. He was the police, you know what I'm saying? And he was
Okay.
trying to be Suge Knight, and he didn't really know what the fuck he was doing. He was trying to steal shit from Suge Knight at the same time. He was trying to steal from us, and we were trying to steal from everybody, trying to steal from everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I backed up a U-Haul truck with the homies, nigga, pulled the burners out, nigga, and we loaded all our shit up in there.
Oh, see, I did that in daylight. There wasn't even no sneaking around with it.
Hell no, it's like a heist, man. Shit, let's do this. We sitting on money right here, you know what I'm saying? So that's history
And,
and
then,
fact.
and once it was realized, did they even ever legally try to approach you about that to get any of that shit back, or was it just so disorganized that they didn't know what the fuck they had or didn't have?
They didn't know what the fuck they have, you know. We got it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, point sing, go. Point sing,
So
money
I
gone. We
have a
got the real.
question.
I'm about to
Yeah.
say, Tantizi's over there looking like I got to say something. What you got, Tantizi?
Okay, so being that y'all did all of that and you living how you're living on your acres, what kind of security system do you have? Like,
Me,
yeah,
I
like
got, I got it. Let me show you.
knowing you could get away with stuff like that, I'm pretty sure you got the top notch.
Better.
This is what I got right here.
Oh Lord.
I'm about to say, and he got the Rottweilers, he feed them gunpowder.
Oh,
I got 10 of these outside right now.
10?
And they all trained to bite. I got Nipsey, Juice Hut. I got Nipsey. I got Juice Boy Juice. I got Ray Ray. I got Q Dog. I got a whole yard full of Rottweilers. Eat your ass the fuck up. And the only thing they gonna
You
say
feed
is,
them raw meat or what?
only thing they gonna say is, I'm gonna hold these niggas off for 45 minutes. Go get the gun, Dad.
Okay, so knowing that, is any of that equipment in your studio that you took?
Yeah, I got stuff from Dick Griffey that I took from Solar Records back in the day. A keyboard.
Nice, Dick Griffey.
Yeah, I got everything.
That's a blast. That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, Dick Griffey's a classic, man. You know, that's Shalimar. You know.
Yeah, that's Guy and everybody else.
Yeah. Say what's up.
That's funny.
This King Bear right here. This the daddy.
He looks so
King
sweet.
Bizair.
He got pillows. He got a bed. You know, he king around here.
Oh.
All right, back.
All right. So, Dad, let's take it back a little bit though, because I know you talking about when everything fell apart, but
Yeah.
take me back to the beginning, man, because I remember looking at the videos and you was young as shit. You had to be like 16, 17 or something back then.
Yeah, you know, we was young back then, living in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
For
Making
real.
it
So,
chronic.
and I see the posters in the background. So, who were some of like your main influences? And I ask this because I know that you're a producer, and usually producers, they study the history. You know what I mean? They know what came before. So, like, who was the cast that really influenced you to jump in the way that you did?
This album right here really influenced me right here.
Yep.
Two Live Crew. You know what I'm saying? Because I was living in Miami at the time, you know, with my dad, and they used to be on 15 Ave, the ghetto style DJs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, I was from the West Coast, but I was so heavily in hip hop because I was a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they, especially like Eazy-E, Ice Cube, EPMD, Public Enemy. You know, I had to get the Chronic. You know, I had to get Boogie Down Production. And I'm working on another solo album too right there. You know what I mean?
Daily News.
And then, you know, I got this room right here. I got DJ Quick. You know, I got
Welcome
NWA.
to the Going Way Back Show Cribs edition.
Yeah.
I got NWA. I built this whole room, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this is my West Coast legendary niggas right here. With me, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Kurupt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got my Death Row picture that I had somebody paint. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
You better not pee on my couch, boy.
What?
And most definitely, I got Eric B. and Rakim.
Gotta have that.
And then I got my best friend out here in Atlanta, Big Gip.
Big Gip.
From the Goody Mob. And I got Badass on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace.
Did they ever figure out, did they ever have an actual reason to death for Badass?
It was, I don't know what it was, you know, I ain't gonna speculate what it was, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, might have been some drugs or something, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you high, you're in jail, you know, I don't know what the fuck, you know.
Really?
Rest in peace to Badass, man. You know, we missed that guy.
Nah, absolutely. Rest in peace to Badass. And, you know, you when you got there, or should I say when you got to Death Row, were you and Kurupt already a group? Like, how did y'all meet? You and Kurupt?
We were solo artists. If you look at the Chronic, you don't say nothing about Dog Pound on there. It said Death Row Inmate.
So you didn't even know him before then?
I knew him. We knew everybody, but he was just Kurupt the Kingpin. I was that nigga Daz, Snoop Dogg, RBX, the Lady of Rage, Jewels, the DOC.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We was also, and then, you know, our home was called the Dog Pound, where we lived at our apartment. That's what we called the Dog Pound. You know, niggas was fighting in that motherfucker all day, gambling, you know, all hood shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was the gang, the Dog Pound. We just was the gang, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, all our homies, and that's what we called ourselves, the Dog Pound, because we had other niggas in the crew from this set, that set. And then me and Kurupt was getting high one night and we was looking at the moon and shit. And I'm like, nigga, we gonna become the Dog Pound, nigga. And then that next day, nigga, we went there and did Niggas Don't Give a Fuck for the Poetic Justice soundtrack. And that was the first song to kick it off.
Damn. That's dope. And then, so y'all was rocking, but do you think, because Dog Food came out in 95, right?
Yeah, 95.
And I just felt like the Dog Pound album and even Rage coming out even later, it's kind of like, I felt like everything should have hit bat. Then y'all.
We was trying to do that, but you know, Tupac came, you know, every time that we work on the album, we, you know, give everything that we done worked on for that project to that person. So when Tupac came, we had just put out the Dog Food album, but me as a producer, I was working still, you know, we didn't really go out and do shows and shit like that, you know, because we were so busy really working and stuff. So when Tupac came home, you know, shit, we started working on his album, and, you know what I'm saying? And that's why we just was just.
All right, so I got a question about that as well, because I know I'm like a year and a half older than Pac, right? And I just happened to be out on the road before, so I remember bringing him along. I used to always talk to him like, nigga, I know a little bit more than you. Let me tell you this and tell you that. And I know after he got the Death Row, or even before he got the Death Row, and he was around you guys, he would come back, or me and him, I'd be around him and he'd be talking about, yeah, you know, the Dog Pound, like y'all the young niggas. So when he got there, was he trying to school y'all on shit? Was y'all even paying attention to that? Or
he came in there on some military shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what was that? Because I know he was.
He came in there on some, you know, on his work ethics with his, you know, the music. We learned a lot from that shit, like going in there and knocking 5 or 6 songs out.
Right.
For that day, instead of going there and listening to one song all motherfucking day and all this shit. As soon as we lay the lyrics down, we to the next song, But then, like, strategize-wise, street-wise and shit, and business-wise, he tried to do their military shit while telling you guys are all soldiers. We the captains and the soldiers and shit like this. If y'all wanted some money, y'all come to us, and then I'll go to Suge Knight and tell him that what y'all want, and we got to do it like that, strategize. We was like, fuck that shit. We already getting the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why we gotta go in here and tell y'all to go in here and have y'all all in our business and shit? And that's where we had a little argument right there. You know what I'm saying? Because it came to like power and shit. Like, you know, everybody was trying to be above, and then there was Bloods and Crips and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Tupac was slowly but surely being the Piru Blood, because before he came to Death Row, before we did Ambitions of a Rider, I told him, as soon as he got there, I said, man, you know, Ben, don't let this gangbanging shit get between us. I told him that, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew what Suge was trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
Did he have a response to that, or did he feel like?
He was like, you know, he said, I don't gangbang, but shit, you hang around too much and all the other shit, you won't start banging.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Even if you don't know it, you gotta dress like them niggas.
All that shit, you know, he started wearing red and MOB, that was Suge's neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? We from Long Beach, you know, we Crips. So we looking at all that shit, because before, you know, Tupac rode with the Thug Life. They was all Crips.
Yeah, I know. Big Psych and
You know
all that.
And then he turned MOB and got rid of Psych, and, you know, he just went mind control, you know what I'm saying? It was too much power going on.
Yeah, I was always curious about that, because I know how Pac get.
Yeah, because he used to sit in the limo and tell us them stories with the Haitian Jack. He told us that whole story in the limo, from the top to bottom, about how they bought Rolexes and all that shit in the jury. You know what I'm saying? Just that whole story, you know what I'm saying? And then he started giving us little jewels and shit. And he always told me, say, the songs we do gonna last forever, Daz. They gonna pay you forever. And I always, you know, but now the motherfuckers pay forever.
Oh man, for real. And all eyes on me. How many songs did you do on that double album?
Yeah, 5.
5. And you did 5. The big
Ambitions of a Rider. I made Ambitions of a Rider listening to Pee Wee Herman, Joeski Love.
Mm-hmm.
So I made that beat off of
that.
With
the drum. You got the kick.
The snare, yeah. I just sampled the
snare. Yeah, I knew I heard it.
Then I used that Juno 106 that I stole from Dick Griffey. You know what I'm saying? I still got that motherfucker in the room right now. I got my MP60, my MPC62, and my MP3000.
Yeah, I got that 3000 out back.
And I got an SP1200 too.
I got the 808, nigga.
Oh man, you classic did.
Yeah, Fuse got it, really. It's at his house. But it's sort of like both are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, man, you know, I was trying, back in the day, man, Shock G was a motherfucking genius.
Oh man, he was crazy.
He was playing that shit and producing that shit.
Still one of the best to do it, in my opinion.
Hey, most definitely. He got loan checks.
Oh yeah.
You know, you look at all this shit that's going on there. It all has to do with the percentage of the song that gets you paid for the rest of your life.
Right. And and now we're talking about Shock G, and I'm thinking about our relationship, right?
Yeah.
And me and Shock is kind of like you and Kurupt. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all came together really specifically for the music, correct? Because y'all didn't grow up together. Neither did Shock and I. But you and Kurupt have had
together me and Kurupt grew up at the age together at the age of 16, 17.
Okay, that's still kind of, I guess that is kind of growing up.
I'm talking about, that's why when he came to Philly and he didn't have no family down here. We was his family. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he just stayed with y'all.
You know, I was good at fighting and shit, so he always brought me around. You know, because I always like to get out, you know what I'm saying? You know, whatever it is, we're going to get into some gangster shit, period.
Confrontational.
You know and that's
that lends to my question, because you and Kurupt have had this on again, off and on relationship throughout the years, but it's been in the public eye. Like you guys make records about each other, then y'all group, then y'all dissing each other, then one of y'all back to death row, one of y'all over here. Like,
I mean, it had
talk
a lot
about
to do
that.
with Suge Knight. It had to do a lot of Suge Knight in there, you know what I'm saying? The shit he was doing, but we never physically harmed each other.
Right now, but that being
No,
said, because I know it happens with all groups. Like I said, me and Shaq have gotten into it, but never put it out publicly. Do you regret any of the things that you put out on records or in the public's eye that you wish that you maybe shouldn't have said or did, knowing that you guys are gonna be family for life anyway?
No. Get your
No?
motherfucking name. Look at this motherfucker.
Said
Get
not
your
at
ass
all.
there. Get your ass down. Get your
You
motherfucking
said
name.
he's
Get
the
out of here.
king.
Yeah, I know it. But he don't never want to leave because the heater on. It's cold outside. Get out of here. Come on, you too, girl. Get your ass out of here. Get. Yeah.
So name some of the records, because you know, like we all come in the game, and especially I know back then with producers working with Dr. Dre, you didn't always get the credit. What are some of the big records that you
I was
did?
getting drum programmer back then.
Huh?
I was getting drum programmer back then.
But are there any that you feel like you actually produced that you didn't get the
The
credit
songs
for?
that I produced, like, you know, Serial Killer, you know, High Powered, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I was scratching on different songs and stuff. And I would just get drum programmer and they would take all the publishing. We didn't know what the fuck it was going on, you know what I'm saying? So now we know what's going on. We go back and try to get that.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I'm trying to get y'all, you know, on Serial Killer, y'all sampled us and didn't clear it, or sampled me actually. That 6 million
What
ways to
song was
die.
that?
6 million ways to die. Choose one. That's from my record.
Y'all said that?
Yeah, my guy. That's on the Raw Fusion record. My guy Courtney said that.
Oh man, shit! He need to go get him some money on that motherfucker.
Yeah, we after your ass. Not
Yeah, I'm trying to get mine. Dr. Dre and them on that song.
Yeah.
But I own the 3.2% of that song that I gotta go get my money from Jay-Z and Dr. Dre because they sample If You Ain't Up on Things. Snoop Dogg is the name, Dog Pound's the gang, and they put that in Still Dre. If You Ain't Up on Things, Dr. Dre is the name. I'm ahead of my game.
Right.
I need my piece of publishing off of that. So I'm gonna ask you a question too, right?
Sure.
Have you ever heard of a law called the Copyright Reversion Law?
Tell me what it is, and I'll tell you if I heard of it.
Copyright Reversion Law started in 1978, giving authors, creators, composers the right to retain their music back after 35 years. So after 35 years, you can put a petition in to get ownership of your album back for you to put your own music out because that's the law, it's a copyright law that gives you another bite at the apple. So Death Row is 30 years right now. I got 5 more years till I exercise that right, which leaves me 3 years. And then the last 2, I send them a letter with all my songs, publishing, everything. Just like I would get a grantee and a grantor of a house. You know what I mean? Like
So
the trade of a house and a deed.
You get all that back.
You get all that back after 35 years. Or the company could say, hey, Money B, let us still use your catalog. We want to pay you more money. And you like, fuck that. I'm finna take my shit independently and have everybody come to me, whoever want to sample my shit. And I'm gonna touch the money first and make a business out of it. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that sample Ambitious of a Rider and any of my shit, they got to come to me first instead of going to the record company. And they won't even tell you that somebody sampled your song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're just collecting that. Well, I'm glad you actually told me that because that record that I'm talking about that y'all sampled is 31 years old as well.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I'm going back in there and redo everything when
I'm right behind you,
get all my shit
brother.
back.
Say
You know
what?
I'm saying? I'm going back in there and reframe everything that I did for Death Row because they got a lot of percentages fucked up.
Nah, that's dope. Cause
Yeah.
I think I got like
So it's
four.
like people like so people like Bruce Springsteen, Aerosmith, fucking uh fucking any of them old school artists, Slave, Village
Yeah.
People, they all got their catalogs back now. They in control of their shit. They going through iTunes personally themselves and getting all the money in the publishing now.
And it's 35 years.
Yep, look it up. All you can do is just go to YouTube and put in copyright reversion. It's the like white lawyer on there. He gives the full definition of what goes on, and there is no such thing as work for hire in the copyright law of the United States. So anybody that come with that work for hire shit is non void. Slap them in the head. You know what I'm saying?
Slap them in the mouth.
Hell yeah, because ain't no such thing as work for hire. If it's work for hire, then I should be getting work comp, insurance, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's work for hire.
Shit, I'm glad you said that because it's funny that album I was talking about, the Raw Fusion. I thought that I thought in our deal it reverted after 10 years, but they still retained the master. So yeah,
35 years. But like I said, I was telling Kurupt, I'm like, shit, we, bless everything, you know what I'm saying? Hey, some people ain't got to live to see 35 years to get their music back.
Yep, that's what's up. And it's crazy. What I wanted to ask you a little bit earlier, is to talk about the connection between you and even just Long Beach and the Bay Area. Cause it seems to be some sort of synergy. In my opinion is from all the LA and all the artists that have come out of LA, it seems like Long Beach keep it a little more player, which kind of reminds me, it's got that Bay vibe to it. Like in your opinion, what makes Long Beach and the Bay click? Because I know y'all got relationships with E40 and Mac Sean, and you got the songs with the Loonies back in the day and everything.
Shit, it got a lot to do with the water, the ocean, the sea, the beaches, you know what I'm saying, that weather, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, smoking a lot of weed and skirting out all that shit, you know what I'm saying, and we just click like that, you know what I'm saying, and hey, when I come out to East Oakland and West Oakland, it feel like I'm in Long Beach. I always told myself Oakland was my second home, you know what I'm saying, because I lived in Oakland from like when I first went down there in like 94. You know what I'm saying? I was living in like Martinez and, you know what I'm saying, what's that with an A out there? What's the city past Martinez when you go through Martinez and
Antioch.
Antioch. Yeah. I stayed in Antioch.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
by the plant.
Yeah, I stayed all man. Shit. I used to go down there and make a lot of money doing verses and stuff in the Bay Area. It was independent. That's where I learned all my independent shit from. Fucking with City Ball, Deep Shot, JT the Bigger Figure, everybody.
That's what I was leading up to, because outside of the Bay, you was the first person I seen really like just capitalize on the independent game. Because in the Bay, that's kind of like how we survived.
Shit, I lived on McAllister Street too, in the project in Fillmore, right across the street from the park.
I know exactly where you're at. The short projects on McAllister.
Yeah, me and Auntie. Yeah, me and her, we lived up and I stayed with her, Auntie. Shit. Mm-hmm. It was going down, baby.
I remember one time I was in Oakland, in East Oakland, and I was at my one of my good friends. He stayed on 47th or something like that, and Big Lou. Shout out to Big Lou. But they was like, yeah, Richie Rich just rode away from me with Daz in the car. And I was like, Daz? I'm like, this nigga really out here.
I love Oakland, man. I've been all over that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they had that Nade weed.
The what weed?
Nade.
Nade?
Yeah.
Teasy like, yep.
That was the shit. It was off that one street. It was fucking.
Oh, you talking about on Nade? No, Nade. N-E-Y, Nade.
Nay weed, yeah, that shit,
Yeah,
whatever
it's
they
called
had on
Nay.
that shit was bomb, nigga.
Yeah, on Nay. It's
Yeah,
right
all
up
that
from
shit.
Carthage.
And then I stayed in North Richmond.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Over the train tracks, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
hell
All
no.
that shit.
I wouldn't even stay in North Richmond.
Shit, I had an apartment out there in North Richmond.
For what?
In the hood. Hey, you know, I was trapping, doing what I had to, you know, grinding out this rap shit, you know what I'm saying? I had to go where the killers was, you know what I'm saying? Because hey, you know what I'm saying? Surround yourself with killers so you won't be killed.
Hey, tell the truth though. Don't North Richmond, one of the only cities in California that look like the East Coast?
Yeah, for real.
with,
they got
with the cars on bricks and everything.
They got that power plant next to them, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So everybody thought they was getting radiation cancer.
That's one
Shout
of the
out to North Richmond, man.
like, I did not want to be
Shout
there.
out to Extra
But, you know,
Large too. Shout out to Extra
I'm about
Large.
to say Extra Large. That's the homie.
Yeah, North Richmond. You know what I mean?
That's the only time I feel comfortable in North Richmond is if Extra Large.
That's who I was with, Extra Large. So you know, I'm in the game, baby. I'm all good.
Yeah. If Extra Large is there, then it's cool. I'm with you. But we I see you got all of the posters and everything on the wall. We got a game that I know you're gonna love. It's called Who Said It? That we play with all our guests. You down with it? It's a little hip hop trivia that we do.
Let's do it.
Can you hear?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking with us or what?
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So time's easy. This is how the game works. And my headphones went out, Tanya. So you know what? Let me switch it up.
Yeah, switch up.
Y'all can hear me. Sound a little different. Sorry, y'all. Y'all hear me?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna sound a little sketchy, but
yeah, you sound
it's best we
super
can do
low
right now. Turn me up.
I'm trying to. I don't want to sound pitchy.
Nah, I'll turn me up. We good? Is that better?
Yeah,
better?
good.
All right, well, I'm gonna keep it here because I ain't the one that's gonna be talking. So anyway, Time Teasy, she's gonna ask you, or she's gonna quote lines from a classic hip hop songs. You have to guess who the artist is and what song it comes from. Now, the caveat is Time Teasy, she's not really a huge hip hop person, and I didn't tell her. She doesn't know who the song is from or who the artist is. Well, so she's just reading it off a piece of paper. So the cadence ain't gonna be there. But because I know you got all them goddamn posters on your wall, you're gonna know every one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you and you know, I always like to keep it in a certain parameters to make it easy for the guests. So all of these, we're gonna keep it gangster. All right. Not necessarily West Coast or East Coast, but we're just gonna keep it gangster. And I might have seen one of the artists on your wall as you were walking around to give you a clue.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So we'll start with the first one as an example.
All right, here we go. Turn this up a little bit. All right, the first one is pick up the phone and give me, pick up the phone and give my homies a call. What's up with y'all living in a city where we born to ball? Who said it?
Tupac?
Let me say it another time.
Wait, say it again. Say it again. I know it sounds familiar.
All right.
In the city where we...
Pick up the phone and give my homies a call. What's up with y'all living in a city where we born to ball? Who said it?
Ice Cube. Ice Cube.
Okay. No, that was actually by this artist named Daz Dillinger from his song California.
I knew I heard that lyric from
You're the only person that didn't get your own lyric.
Oh yeah, yeah, living in the city. I was listening. I was like, damn. I said, living. I was like, damn. I mean, you know, I never even thought about my own self. You know, I was trying to figure out everybody
Well,
else.
yeah, but that's the
That was
example.
good.
But you
That
see
was
how she's
good,
saying
though.
it,
That
right?
was good. That was good.
Okay, we're gonna go to the next one.
All right, here we go.
It gets easier.
You better watch how you're talking and where you walking, or you and your homies might be lined in chalk. Who said it?
Wait, is that Coolio?
Ding, 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 ding. Gangsta's Paradise. You got that. You got Coolio, but you didn't get your own shit. That's nice.
All right, here's the third
All right,
one.
the next one. Okay.
Yeah, let me do it again. Do it to win. Last album was I. This one, oops. Yeah. Sorry.
Come on now.
That's some good weed.
Keep it gangster.
I wish I had some weed. Okay. Yeah, let me do it again. Do it to win. Last album was a 8. This one is a 10. Who said it?
Jay-Z.
No. Get another guess. You get 3 strikes.
Are these all on the West Coast?
Nope,
Oh.
they're not all on the West Coast. So, but they all have something to do with gangster. Either gangster or thug is in the lyric, in the title of the song, or they have some street shit. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
But so say it one more time.
You let me do it again. Do it to win. Last album was an 8. This one is a 10. Who said it?
Oh, shit, I can know it's Too Short.
Kind of close, but not really. Let me give you. I'll give you. I'll throw you a lifeline. Like, who wants to be a millionaire? This is an artist that you have seen recently. Maybe not immediately recently, but you've seen him in the last, since the pandemic. You guys have personally seen each other, I believe.
Fuck.
Say it one more time. It's the last chance.
Okay, hold on.
I give up. I can't even get that one. I'm trying to. Let me see. Last time I was 8. This one is a 10. Ice Cube.
Well, I'm gonna
Guess
do it
Ice
again. Do it to win. Last album was an 8. This one is a 10. What?
Oh, Nori.
What? Super
Yeah, you
Thug.
put the what up in there. Shout out to Nori. Yeah.
Shout out to Nori. Drink champs. Here we come. All right. So what you got? What you got? One, right?
Just
Yep,
one.
one.
Okay. What's the next one, Tom Teasy? I think we got 2 more.
Armor all, my wheels shine up, my Dayton's check, my 12 gauge, I see Jackers just waiting. Who said it?
Wait, say that again a little bit slower so I can hear what you said.
What,
Armor
King T?
all.
Ding, ding, ding. What song?
Act the Fool.
My guy, he did it. Yeah.
I got that album cover in my house on the wall,
Is
just
that
like
the one
these
you saw?
posters like that. I
Yeah.
got with the 12 gauge, him and Keith Cooley. Yeah.
Yep. When he walking with the thing on the side.
I'm finna act the fool. Boom.
Yeah.
DJ Pooh produced that one. Yeah.
And is he the original LA Gangsta on wax? Besides Ice-T?
It was Toddy T at first. He
Yeah.
had the battery.
But you know what though? He had the battle ram, but that was more like that was telling it. Toddy T might have been a gangster in real life, but he wasn't talking no gangster. He was talking gangster tales.
All his records was gangster shit. He had, because Mixmaster Spade was on there. You know Mixmaster Spade.
Oh yeah, Mixmaster. Nigga.
You want to go to the liquor store and get that? And then they had the Compton Posse. You know, they was
Yeah.
like right there with NWA, but they was like, you know what I'm saying? All
Yeah,
of the comedy rappers. But I was talking to Chill last night from CMW.
Yeah, I had
You know what I'm
Chill on the
saying?
show a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he was, you know, telling me, I was asking questions, you know, I like to know about that Compton hip hop and the shit that was going down, you
The
know what I'm saying?
history
And
of it.
how they get their deals. So, you know, he was kicking all that, you know what I'm saying? He said, you know, shit, Dr. Dre, all them, you know, Lonzo and them.
Yep, Lonzo, he started that shit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Next
of course,
question.
Mixed Master Spade. What's the next one? I got a funny story about that too, but
You want me to do the
we'll
last
do that
one?
fast. Yeah, do the last one.
All right.
This is the bonus question.
She, excuse me. She jumped on my bike. I said, huh? What's your stop? She said, right around the corner to the crack spot. Who said it?
It could be from the Bay Area. It could be from Southern California.
Why? Because it's crack? What you trying to say?
Hey, it's California. Yeah, California was selling crack all over the place.
Okay,
I
say
had
one
a
more
crack sack back then. Shit.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time. I love
She
it.
jumped on my bike. I said, huh? What's your stop? She said, right around the corner to the crack spot. Who said it?
Ice T.
And that's the
You
first
sound
guess.
sure.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I could have said Totally Insane from Palo Alto.
Or the Ill Mannered Posse from San Francisco.
Yeah, you know,
Okay. Oh shit. Now Tati said tripping. She from
Is it
Frisco.
Mac Dre?
It ain't Mac Dre. Say it one more time.
She jumped on my bike. I said, huh? What's your stop? She said, right around the corner to the crack spot. Who said it?
E40. E40.
Not even close.
Who said it?
Who is it?
All right, listen. I'm gonna give you a super hint, and this is funny.
All right, let me get it.
I need you to turn around and look on your wall and take a guess about who might have said that. That's your lifeline.
KRS-One.
Cause the pussy is free, but the crack costs money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather talk to a woman because hey,
Yeah.
here we go. Yeah,
He said it had to be from the Bay or Southern California.
I mean, hey, it had to be crack was everywhere.
Hey man, they had crack everywhere. Stop playing.
Especially in New York.
But you know what though? It did. They pushed it. Really, it was planted in Oakland in the Bay first to fuck up the Black Panther Party. To be real with you.
They didn't mention that in the show Crack on Netflix. It just seemed like it was based in New York.
Hell no. They was trying to break up the Black Panthers, so they did it. They fucked us up, but you know, it's whatever it is. Somebody in the chat said, "Daz, you need to produce something for King T."
We got songs with King T. It just ain't came out yet. I produced with King T. I just seen him at Exhibit Studio.
Is that right?
Yep, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we all hang. Everybody was really at Snoop Dogg's studio because DOC did a documentary for himself, and everybody came to give it up for the DOC. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. He got a new doc coming?
He got a documentary coming. The DOC, Dallas, Texas to Los Angeles.
Nice.
Well, thanks for playing our game. Who said it? You did better than most. Congratulations. You won a nice, shiny. Thank you. Thank you for playing the game.
Thank y'all for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, we just like to have a little fun. But Daz, talk about the merchandise site. I seen the new jackets. Tell everybody where they can go. And also, you in the cannabis too, right?
Yeah, I'm in the cannabis club. You know, out there in Seattle, Washington. You know what
I'm saying, but you have your own strain, your own line.
Yeah, I got my own strain. I got weed out there, and I got all my business out there in Seattle, Washington.
Okay, you in the state. You in Washington State.
Yeah, right, ain't nobody out, ain't no other rappers out there competing with me in that, you know, that thing. But so, you know, I got a thing called the Meteorite, where it's resin, flour, and oil cooked together and it looked gold. So if you put it in your Google thing, put Daz Dillinger meteorite, you're
Okay.
gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? And I got another strain called Cushamundo for my essay homeboys that we grow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like Telemundo TV, I named
Yeah.
it Cushamundo. Cushamundo. Gotta get that rrr at the end. Cushamundo.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm smoking on right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm
It
saying?
make you
Just-
roll
Are
your
you-
R's.
So you get it imported or what? Is it like white label or what?
Nope. You know, out here in Georgia, we smoke hemp.
Okay.
So, you know, we got license to grow hemp in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And we like the only grower out there in Fulton County. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Are
our
you
land.
you have plans to expand out into Georgia? Is it? I don't even know where you go wet right now out there.
Shit, the way that it's going with Georgia, when you grow the weed, the state come buy it from you.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't complain. Shit, I'm gonna grow the shit and they gonna come buy it.
Are you seeking licenses to set up shop?
Shit, we already got the license because it's called the grower's license.
Yeah, of
And
course.
then they got license to be processors, but we ain't being processors. We just, hey, America is back the way it used to be. Hey, we smoking good, feeling good, and get to the money.
That's what's up. So yeah, we I guess offline we got a lot to talk about, Daz.
Most definitely. But you know, I got the new gear and everything, you know, jackets, hoodies, belts, you know, anything that you could think of, I'm putting it on there. You know what I'm saying? I got sex toys, everything for the girls and shit, you know what I'm saying? The Daz Dillinger sex toys that I got coming out.
Wait,
You know,
so is your face gonna be on the package?
I'm gonna have a fine ass bitch on the package.
What kind
I'm
of
just
sex
selling
toy?
Oh, there's some right.
dildos and everything for the girls, you know what I'm saying? All the girls, you know, if Candy
is
can
it
sell
your
the shit, I
mold?
can sell the shit too.
Is it one of your molds?
It could be. Hit the button, man. But you know, all that shit, you know, hey, I just make it and sell it on, you know, and sell it on your website, you know what I'm saying? And till somebody come and give you money to distribute, but it's so hard to be distributed, you know, because it's business, you know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with the music. How do you feel about streaming? Do you feel like the record business has changed from back when we signed for CDs, tapes, and records? You know what I'm saying? When did the streaming come in? Did you sign for the streaming for them to convert your music to be streamed? That's what I'm going to right now. Like the contracts that we signed back in the days, they ain't had shit to talk about streaming till now. That's what the new generation is signing for. But as far as our old contract, don't we have to sign something new to say y'all can stream my music?
But don't you get a
Or does
percentage?
it fall right into place?
Well,
Don't you get a
it
percentage?
depends. Daz, here was what I tell you because I've actually have dealt and am dealing with those type of situations. If within your contract it says, because it can say CDs, tapes, such and such, and it says something about media, because that shit didn't exist. So you have to renegotiate. You have to renegotiate if you are the master owner, and also if you're the publisher, right? So they just can't take it and do it. But it's kind of weird. It just depends on the deal that you sign, because there is language that can say whatever media that is available that they sell it to, then they're allowed to. But as far as
they always put that shit in there from the you know, when they say throughout the universe and shit.
in perpetuity is the word. When they say in perpetuity, that means forever. And throughout the universe means that if they can't even think about it, like we don't know where, but wherever is this at, if it's in the universe, then we have the rights to do it. So it's just language that they put in that shit. But
yeah, but when you look at that copyright law, it don't say all that shit in the copyright law. So that's what you got to go off the 1978 copyright law. Does it say?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking with that.
Verse like this, so you know that's where I come in with that law.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Because anything after 1978, they got to wait 52 years. So anything under 1978, them artists is like Barry White and all them other, they gotta wait like 52 years, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and then the
Frank
law changed for
Sinatra and shit
35.
like that.
So
Yeah.
look, man, when I set my court date, I'm gonna buy you. I'm bringing you out to go to court with me. You can tell me.
Let's do it. 'Cause I'm going to court in 5 years.
Yeah, I'm going in 3, 4. Goddamn.
I'm gonna videotape all my shit and let you know, because it's like me. I love fighting for my music. You know what I'm saying? I ain't letting the motherfucker get away with shit.
You just a fighter. You just love fighting.
Hey, you gotta fight for something or fall for anything around this
You
motherfucker.
absolutely right.
What's your most memorable fight in hip hop that you've had? Whether it's been in crew or with another crew or something. Give me a story.
I mean, you know,
Verbally or physically. You know what I mean? You have to discriminate.
I mean, you know, shit. When we had verbally, you know, back in the day, you know, we got into it with Easy on the radio. Back in the days, me and Kurupt. And then when we had a fight, that's when we was fighting with Nate Dogg and everybody with Drayster, and when they was at the video shoot, and Nate Dogg cracked him in the head with the golf club. You know what I mean?
Who'd he hit? BG Knockout or Drayster? Whatever.
Yeah, Drayster.
Oh shit.
It's on YouTube right now.
What's up with Drayster? I've been hearing some stuff.
I mean, you know, we cool with Drayster, you know what I'm saying? We seen him at my boy At Will funeral. Me and him took a picture, you know what I'm saying? You know, buried the hatchet, you know what I'm saying? 20-something years later, you know.
Again.
Hey, you know, this was final. You know, this is it right now. We getting too old for this shit.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
So it's like, hey, let's get some money together. Shit, what we really fighting for really wasn't even our motherfucking war.
Right? Y'all was doing it for somebody else.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know real quick before you go, are you managing anybody? Are you producing anybody that's up and coming, or any artists out there right now?
I mean, I always hook up artists, upcoming artists. I hook them up with distribution. You know what I'm saying? Like tell them this is where you need to go, as much music as you can. Put the bank, because it's only one bank. It's your bank. So how much music you put out, you control all that music. So it don't matter if you put this song or that song, how long as you put it out, it's going under one bank. You know what I'm saying? So it's your music. So I always try to direct young artists. Here goes a distribution deal. Put your music out and make a business out of it and distribute other people's records. So you have a business out of it, so you can kick back, relax, and let all the artists bring you the music.
Okay.
Well, Daz, we appreciate the game. I love it.
I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all keep it going, man. Y'all going way back show with DA to the Z right here. You know what I'm saying? Tone Teasy and my homeboy Money B. You did?
Dude. Yeah, man. I'm you know, obviously I'm gonna holler at you offline about some of the things.
Yeah.
Get it cracking, but keep that
Let's
shit rocking,
man. I'm here for you. Anything you need, holler at me. You know what it is, P.
I got you.
Thanks for coming on.
For sure. I appreciate y'all.
All right, fam. In a minute. Yes, sir. Let me know, Tom Teasy.
You're on.
Back. That was very, very interesting. Appreciate Daz for stopping through. And, you know, I've always loved Daz just because his entrepreneurial sense is crazy. Like I said, I haven't seen anything outside of the Bay Area, maybe Master P, but he got his game from the Bay too. That kind of equals or matches that. Like he's taking full advantage of every single penny. You know what I mean? He go gets it. But Tanteezy, I think you have some birthday shout outs. What you got?
Yes, I do. One moment. All right, so this week's birthday, I just want to say happy birthday to Sugar Free, Raekwon, Little John, DJ Quick, Questlove, LL Cool J, and Slick Rick. They're all celebrating birthdays this week.
All right. So what's that sign? What is that zodiac sign?
I can't even look it up.
January, is that that's Capricorn or Aquarius or something? Jada, I think if you're still on here, I think you know whose birthday is now. What is that sign? Let us know.
I think it's Capricorn.
let's look that up. If y'all know in the chat, let us know. I think it's
Also, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna
No,
say
what
if
you gonna say?
anyone wants us to send them a birthday shout out, drop it below and we'll shout you out.
It's Capricorn. He's back. Put it out there. So I know Capricorns is they start at the end of December. Yeah. Should probably be it till next month. But I want everybody to make sure you guys tune back in next week. Our guest will be Big D from Ultramagnetic MCs. Y'all remember that? Keith and them, as well as Easy Mo B, a legendary hip hop producer who produced, hella songs on Biggie's first album. He produced for Tupac. He produced for anybody that was somebody, Puffy and them back in the I guess the range, the early 90s. Easy Mo B has something to say. Oh, Easy Mo B actually produced Flavor in Your Ear for what's his name? Craig Mack. Craig Mack. Damn, triple. That's how I knew it was the Bad Boy connection. Craig Mack. Easy Mo B, my guy. And he doing his thing on Instagram because his DJs, like, I don't know if it's weekly or every weekend. I know I jump on, I see him rocking doing this thing. But they have a new project together. So both of these legends will be my guests, or our guests next week, I want to say. I want to end it to reiterate, everybody check out.
Your microphone. Be careful, your microphone.
Oh, sorry. Let me lay it down. DUmerch.com and 90shiphop.com. You want to get your officially licensed digital underground and classic hip hop artists merchandise. We'll soon have some dog pound stuff on there. Wink, wink.
You'll have the dildos?
Probably not. I don't know if that's legal. I think you gotta have I think you gotta have a special license for that. I ain't got that license. But
you have to expand.
Hey, well, let's go for it. We can do the Tantizi line.
No,
Sex
I'm
toys.
not the artist.
No? Not the artist?
They're not interested in Tantizi.
We could do the Humpty Hump sex nose.
Or the kiss you back something.
Yeah, you put the nose in your booty hole. That'd be nice. Anyway. Nice. Hey, hold on. Let me show y'all this shirt from the Legendary Collection. I'm gonna hold it up live and direct so y'all can see. Go to D Merch. This is actually one of my favorite ones. Speaking of nose in the booty hole, we got the Humpty Kiss.
I like that one.
Yeah, this is the dope business right there. Legendary Collection, Kiss You Back, Humpty Hump. Go to DU Merch, grab that thing. If you're watching this live, of course, you can check out the info box below, click the link, go right to the site, as well as Facebook. But if you're on Instagram, the link is in the bio if you watch the clips later. Also, you can check out the podcast version of our show on thebeastradio.com, and that's every Monday and Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, with special mixes by our third member, DJ Always. Can you hear me? Am I on?
I can hear you, but you still.
Oh, I keep, this fucking mic. But shout out to DJ Always. He does special mixes, so you'll hear the Daz and the Dog Pound mix when you listen to the Going Way Back show on the Beach Radio this Friday or next Monday, however they do it. But there's definitely replays of our show and archived versions of the show on thebeastradio.com.
Don't forget about the Oakland USA shirts.
Oh yeah, and you got to get the VP edition of the Oakland USA hoodie and sweatshirt, because there is a sister in the White House from Oakland, California. Shout out Kamala, she did the dang thing. We in there, so that means we will be pardoned at the end of this thing. Everybody from Oakland that commit crimes, just do your thing, because we're gonna get pardoned. Kamala is waiting.
Don't listen to him, y'all. Because y'all
It's
have
the
to
truth.
pay. Okay.
You can rob that bank if you want to. Tell them Money B sent you. It's all good. But shit.
And the doctor?
Well, all right. Let me show y'all how the massage goes, because I get my stuff worked from the shoulders all the way to the back, and they know all the pressure points. The esteemed staff at Dr. Nimesh Lat Hawala's chiropractic office, and that is in Rolling Heights, California. The address, once again, is 19716 Kalima Road, Rolling Heights. If you're in Southern California, go and get worked on. Let them know Money B told you. And Tatizi said the work is out of sight. I'm able to do the, I don't even remember what this is. Take that. Is that the Dougie?
I don't know.
Puffy did that. He used to do that in the videos. Take that. I wasn't doing this a few months ago, until I started getting that work. Now I'm good. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's see what the last
Also,
thing.
if someone wants to send, if they want you to send them a special shout out, where can they find you?
Oh, just DM us at
No.
on Instagram.
No.
Where?
Cameo.
Oh shit. Say what?
Cameo.
Oh, Cameo. If you want a personal shout out, if you want me to shout you out, send somebody a special message like Valentine's or like they say, break up. If you want to help you break up with your significant other, I'll send that great message to let them down easy. But go to cameo.com and book your guy. I'll send that special message. I thought they would talk about if you wanted us to shout birthdays out.
No, that's me. I'll do those.
Oh, excuse me. Do that then. But as always, wrap it up, B.
If they want to support the show, they can Cash App you what? $1?
Oh yeah, Cash App is $1 at MoneyB691. Cash App is $1. Shout out to Mellow Man Ace. I don't know if y'all ever seen that single video we did, $1. I have to post it on the Instagram or something so y'all get reminded. Support the crew. But if y'all really want to support us, go buy merch, dumerch.com or 9tshiphop.com. And even if you don't, we appreciate you. We love that you guys come, support us, hang out, and enjoy these amazing stories by these amazing artists that take the time to come on and share with us. So salute everybody. Until next week, man, take care of yourself. Depending where you at, whether we're on super lockdown or just on high alert, be careful. And until next time, people, please be easy. We out. Peace.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
It's the Going Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.